Hey, baby. What if I hang a chandelier up in the top of our truck?
Divorce.
Lisa's truck stop in Moriarty, New Mexico, now has a truck stop in Amarillo called Hannah's Chrome. Let's go give them some business. They're on I-40, exit 77 in Amarillo, Texas. What's it like running with your spouse? If you get in a fight, there's no door to slam. The CB radio was too big for the spot that it was made to go in. So the guy said, we're going to have to retrofit the size, but I don't have my grinder, the proper grinder. The one I have here is too big. I'm not going to take the chance of grinding it down and taking out too much. Well, Michael says, I'll do it. And that's what he did. So he got it, it's grinded, and now they're installing it. This place right here, that's where it's at. We bought a CB radio, we bought an antenna. When it came to get it installed, the guy in Knoxville, Tennessee said, oh, I got a headache, I can't install it, I haven't eaten all day. So I said, there's a place in Hespera, and he can do it. He's been there forever. So we made a point to get ahead on the loads, so we took the day to have it installed properly. He told us our antenna and our CB, we got a Striker 655, will reach out 30 miles. What? Don't worry, you're gonna hear us coming before we blow up your doors.
Radio, check, 1, 2, audio. Yeah, check, you're mine. Hey man, appreciate it, brother. By the way, you sound real good. I sure appreciate it.
Right there, you had your receive halfway down. See, it says RF.
Sound of dog tail, better cell, better. That's the trail. Roger. You two, driver, be safe. Got to, man.
That sounds so clear.
Yeah, I know. We had run real hard to get to California so that we could take the day yesterday and have the CB radio installed, which we did. Today is our wedding anniversary, 2nd year wedding anniversary. So yesterday we were going to take the day, relax, go get showers, go have a nice meal, as nice as you can have in the truck stop. But, you know, there's that Outpost Cafe, and we thought we'd go there.
We're mistaken.
But
They eat outside in the wind and over 100 degrees. Thank you, California.
so we get hit to parked in the park spot in our EPU, which runs the AC while we're not idling the truck, keeps the dog cool, is acting up. It's giving us a service light or whatever. Anyway, we decide we're gonna have to idle the truck, and if we're idling the truck, I don't feel comfortable leaving the truck for a couple hours while we go shower and then go eat someplace. So we were real bummed about that. And California's high theft, and we just didn't want to take any chances. Skip showers, and we'll just go eat, and we'll get up in the middle of the night and go shower when it's not so hot and we don't have to idle the truck. So Michael says, okay, yeah, we'll do that. So we go over to Outpost, and we keep forgetting California is like communistic country when it comes to this whole stupid corona crap. All the other states are back up and running like normal, but not California. So you have to wear a mask to go inside to place your...
Crazy? Even though now the restaurants, the same state, same location, a few months ago, we're allowed to eat inside. Very few people, but now nobody can eat inside, even if they're allowed to stay open.
Where's that?
Here in California.
Yeah.
And
So
it's forcing the small business owners to go out of business, which is hurting the economy.
yeah,
But do they really care?
no. So you gotta wear your mask, and then you go to the counter, you place your order, then you have to go sit outside in 106 degrees with the wind and the dirt, because you're in the desert. So you have the wind, the dirt, and then you got the smell of the fire smoke all around you. So that's supposed to be more safer for you to breathe in than sitting inside of a restaurant. We went over to Wendy's, we ordered our meal, and came back to the truck and ate our anniversary dinner, our special anniversary dinner in the truck. And we just hung out in the truck until 4 this morning, got up, showered. Now we're just waiting for time to go by to go deliver, pick up, and get gone. Baby,
What?
what's your favorite thing about running with your wife on the road?
I always have you.
And then what's your least favorite thing about running with your wife on the road?
You think you know everything. So how do you like running with your spouse? What do you like running with your spouse with?
I don't have to do all the hard stuff.
And one thing you don't like running with your spouse with?
He snores and he hogs the bed.
Would you give it up for anything else?
Hell no, I'd never run solo again. I'd run with my husband or not run at all. Do you remember way back when we first started driving truck together? What are some of the hardships that we had to come over to work like a well-oiled machine?
Well, with any team, solo or not, wife, spouse, whatever, the first one is communication. Because you all think different, and living in a truck 24/7 is hard enough. Being able to effectively communicate to understand what the other person is saying and not get at each other's throats is another. But once you get past that barrier, it's smooth sailing.
In normal circumstances and normal relationships in the past, there had been times where I was insecure about talking to my significant other. But and in the beginning, I was insecure about talking to him about certain topics. But now, if I got something to say, I just say it. So
And she farted on me too.
he farts.
That's a big thing right there. If they can fart on you, you gotta keep her.
Don't let him have you fooled that he's an innocent little boy. He ain't no innocent little boy. I guess I have some editing I have to do now. Please, this truck stop. Hello there, mister. We're in Texas. This has been a hard trip. We've been battling high winds since Los Angeles, pretty much. Santa Ana winds hit California as we were leaving. And then we made it across, and we battled the winds all the way to Kingman, Arizona. Then we made it across Arizona without any major issues. Then this morning I got up at about midnight and started driving. And I got about 100 miles, and then I met up with the cold front that's coming through. So the rest of my trip, almost 500 miles. 600 miles total, almost 500 miles of high wind, fighting winds. And we only have 4,000 pounds in the trailer. That's how much our freight weighs. So it's like we're practically empty. I'm exhausted. Michael's exhausted. I told you earlier this week that we have a problem with the EPU. So the company has routed us home so that we can tonight make it to Springfield, and tonight we can put it in the Peterbilt shop so that they can hopefully get it fixed fairly easy. The EPU on the truck is it's like the APU basically. It charges your batteries. So if your batteries start to get low, your truck automatically starts up. And then it'll idle the truck for a little while, and then, it'll shut down if it needs to. Ours is not. The fan is showing it won't run. The fan won't run. And after testing it out, so to speak, we're finding out that it won't even automatically start when the batteries get low. So, obviously there's a problem. It's not working. So, it's not charging the batteries, and it's not allowing us to have air conditioning or heat unless the truck is running. And if the truck is in a certain window, like I think it's like 40 to 80 degrees, it won't idle. Which I'm fine with. That's the old school way of doing things, but Michael, he wants to idle. He needs the air. He needs airflow. So, and whatever. His truck, his fuel, I just work here. Another thing about driving team with your spouse is, especially when you're an owner-operator team, when we're up here handling business, he's the boss, I'm the employee. When we're back here chilling out, relaxing, watching TV, movies, whatever, we're husband and wives. We hang out, we joke, we have fun, we play, whatever. When we're up here, we just talk business. That's it. Anything that happens up here, disagreements, whatever the case may be, stays up there. It stays with work. You really have to, in order to have a healthy relationship, you really have to be able to compartmentalize, so to speak. Work is work, home is home. Sometimes, because our life is 100% work when we're on the truck, sometimes it's hard to separate yourself from work. Like Michael, we had an issue with the EPU this week. And of course, that's all Michael can think about. Which I understand. It's his truck, it's his payments, it's his repair bill, all that stuff. He's got to figure out how to make it all work, etc. Financially, whatever. I get it. But he's talking about it nonstop. 24/7. Today I finally said, look, you've been talking about this nonstop. We're en route to go get it fixed. So, enough already. So sometimes you have to kind of put each other in your place. And you can't take offense to it. You know what I mean? You've just gotta, you're in such close quarters, and you're in each other's face literally every waking moment. And sometimes you just gotta call each other on your shit. And it's not about stepping on each other's toes or hurting each other's feelings. It's just, you've got to be able to, there ain't no time for BS. You know what I mean? There's no time for hurt feelings. Yeah, I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry. I really am. That was not my intention. But I need you to understand what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? communication really is key, and it's very important when you're in literally, look at this. I'm standing here. Look, I'm standing here between the two seats, right? I can touch the front. And if the bottom bunk was down, I'd be able to touch the bottom bunk. I'm 5'1". I can literally touch almost both ends of the truck. We have two of us living in this confined space. So, communication really is key. But this shit ain't gonna work, right like this. It's not gonna work. You can't just be throwing shit in your own every day in there like this. You gotta make this stuff in here perfect, baby. You gotta make it perfect. You can't just, everything's gotta have a place. You can't just toss it in there, baby.
That's why I keep trying to tell you. You don't want to listen.
You don't want to listen. You don't want to just throw everything everywhere. Here, you got some Q-tips.
I only need 2.
There you go. There are your Q-tips. Gotta make this shit right. If you're gonna add something, you need to ask me where you're gonna add it at, so I can just put it in there. Then it got its own point. That's what I gotta say about that. And that's what teaming's all about. There's a place for everything in these small, confined places. And when you got somebody who just tosses things places to get it out of his way, then nothing gets organized. I got a place for my wallet.
Yeah, you got a place all right. Wherever she leaves it, that's where it's at. It'll be a different place each time.
No.
And then it's my fault because I moved it.
This is how it really is. I got a place
We both must be what's that, all-timers, because we both forgive.
Here's one thing. When you run so closely with your spouse, it ain't no thing for him to just cut you off and start talking. Then here's another thing. I got my wallet in its spot. When I get ready to drive, I put my wallet on the dash. That way I can just grab it as I gotta get out, because usually I gotta make a mad dash to the bathroom whenever I stop. So I just grab my wallet and go. When I get done driving, Michael knows where the home for my wallet is. He get ready to drive. Sometimes I forget to pick it up and put it because I'm tired or whatever the case may be. He just takes a wallet. I toss it over there, toss it over there, toss it there. And then I'm like, well, baby, where's my wallet? Where you put it last? It's always where I put it last. Yeah, I know. I left it on the dash. And instead of putting it in a cubby right above your head, you tossed it in the chair. Or you tossed it in the bed. Or you tossed it in a cubby someplace else. And I'm constantly looking for my wallet. And that's what Driving Team is all about.
Well, hello there. I've got big balls. I've got big balls. They're such big balls, and they're dirty big balls. He's got big balls, and she's got big balls, and we've got the biggest balls of them all.